Welcome back to Double or Nothing Slots, everybody. I am playing 333 Boom Banks Power Combo. I've been playing for a little while now. I started spinning before I started recording today. But these little safes here, or boom banks, or whatever you want to call them, have built up quite the little, I don't know what you want to call it, but they've been built up quite a bit. And so the hope is, in the next little while, we might actually trigger this bonus and be able to take advantage of this really lovely 6 times multiplier. And this right here means 25 free spins, which is incredible. I have never quite seen a game like this with these little bonus multipliers built up quite so high. But we'll see, like, they're just numbers. They don't mean anything if we can't land it. So we're hoping to see lots of these little safes, and behind them we want to see lots of colorful gems, because that's what can trigger the bonus. Just like those. Come on now. Alright, put up our minor jackpot to even higher. Come on, that would be a great combo. Uh-oh, it increased it even further. Come on. No dice. Come on, it's time to land something. Gems, 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 gems. Nothing. Still nothing. Then this is a good example of how these games get you hooked, get you sucked in, and get you to keep spinning because you've invested all this time and money, literally, into building these little pots up. You don't want to walk away before you get what's coming to you, or so you hope. Hoping to get a good payback for your quote-unquote investment. You know, it's not sound judgment, but I see how people think that way. And I'm not playing with real money here, and I still see how people think that way. Oh, up to 7 times. The pots just keep growing. Nope. And it's just so hard to walk away and leave it. You feel like as soon as you do walk away that somebody else is going to come along and take what's owed to you. I mean, the math and the stats behind these games doesn't support what I'm saying, but I get how that's people's thinking. Especially in a situation with this one where I've rarely ever seen them build up quite this high before popping. Especially if we're able to get one in combination, get maybe even a mega feature. I mean, the potential here is huge. But at this point in time, even if the potential is huge, and even if we do land this mega feature and win big, we've spent so much money chasing it that we're probably not really going to come out ahead, even with an amazing bonus. But we'll see. We'll see. Do find myself holding my breath every time they fly over there. Like, is this the time? Are they gonna finally pop? Oh my goodness. 7.5 times multiplier, 27 potential free spins. Our jackpots are getting big. At this point, I'd be kind of disappointed if we just get the jackpots bonus without one of the other two, because those are the ones that are built up so high. It'd be really nice to get the jackpots bonus in combination with the 27 free spins. That would be phenomenal. But is this one of those things where we chase and chase and chase and just never get? You know, how much are we going to go in debt, quote unquote? This is not real money. It's just for the experiment of it all. But how much would a person go in debt if they're just chasing these jackpots? You know, is this leading us on a giant wild goose chase? Try to trick us out of our money? So far, it's over $2,000 since we started spinning. So we'd have to make back at least $2,000 in this bonus to even break even. That's a pretty tall order. So is chasing things ever worth it? I don't know. I have a feeling it might be anticlimactic. And that is if we do ever land it. Well, it was about time we had a really nice spin. 420. Of course, the music kicks into high gear to hype us up. 28 free spins now. Holy jeez. Can we keep it going? Ooh, that's a nice one too. Okay, we're not landing bonuses, but all of a sudden, some super amazing line hits. Look at this one go. $1,120 just on a line hit. All of a sudden, we're not down quite so much. We're still down. But if we could keep this momentum going and land one of these bonuses soon without spending back away all that money, there is some chance that this just might pay off. Oh, that was 184 right there. Another 140. Come on, that would be a great combination. Still not popping. This game is being stubborn. Will this long haul be worth it? Or are we going to end up just spinning it all back yet again? That's the thing with gambling and the gambling mindset. You can trick yourself into thinking like, oh, just a little bit more. I'll get what's due to me. I just need to spend a little more. That's how people end up in such debt, end up gambling money they can't afford to gamble, because we get ourselves convinced that it's going to pay off sooner or later. Well, if there were any time to do it, it'd be now. Nope. Although, you know, I wouldn't do this in real life with real money. I'm a little bit invested now just for the sake of the experiment to see how long this is going to take. So I'm going to try to keep going. See what I can do to figure out how long this takes to finally pop. And whether or not the juice is worth the squeeze. This is what we get with these bag games or pot games or coin type games. There's a lot of similar ones, all with slightly different themes, but all with the same like 3 different things that start small and then grow over time as you collect something. And it makes it look like they're about to explode. It makes you think like your turn is coming. And really, the graphics have nothing to do with it. The odds are the odds. Whether or not the graphic is large or small, it can pop anytime if it wants to. Or like is happening right now, if it doesn't want to pop, it doesn't want to pop, no matter how quote unquote full these safes here are. Oh, it grew again up to 29. That major jackpot is getting huge too. Still no poppage. So I'm curious, if you're a gambler and you're watching, tell us the stories about the things you've been chasing on your machines. How long did you chase it for? Was it worth it? Did you end up catching the thing you were chasing? Oh, 30 spins now. Wow. And once again, we're getting back down to the point where we've almost lost $2,000 chasing this. We had built it back up to a point where we hadn't lost that much. If this was real life, that probably would have been the very smart time to walk away without too much of a loss. But for the sake of this experiment, and because this is not real money, let's re-emphasize that, I'm going to keep at it for the sake of the experiment. Got nothing to lose, but a little bit of my own time. But still, I'm having fun. like I've said in many, many, many of my other videos, what you often see on YouTube are the best case scenarios, right? The videos that become the most popular are the ones where people are winning and winning big. And then it's kind of like a self-perpetuating thing because those videos are popular, more people see them. So you're going to see a lot of the success stories and a lot of the fun and a lot of the winning videos. But the ones where people are making bad decisions maybe, or losing a lot of money, they don't tend to rise to the surface very often. They tend to get buried because people don't like watching them as much. But then that creates just a skewed perception in our mind. It makes us think that winning is far more common than it actually is. When what I'm showing here is probably much more common of an experience. Gambling is not often a Cinderella story. There are certainly stories out there of people that win and win big. But there are far more stories out there of people that keep going far past the point where they should. And it ends up causing a lot of strife, a lot of debt sometimes, a lot of relationship difficulties. You know, gambling can be fun, but just like anything that is addicting, it's that balance point of how do I enjoy the adrenaline, enjoy the fun of the game, but know how to stop, and know how to stop before it's too late, or I've gotten myself into any financial difficulties at all. And that's a hard balance for a lot of people. Even people that are, you know, generally very logical thinkers can get swept up in the heat of the moment. And lose sight of the fact that, you know, they're games, so they feel like it's not real. In this case, it really isn't real. It's the demo mode. But, you know, because it's a game, sometimes you lose sight of, wait a minute, that's just a mortgage payment that I've spent here in the last half hour. You know, how long did it take me to earn all this money? Is it really worth giving it all away? That's why when I do go into a physical casino to spend my actual hard-earned cash, I go in with cash. I refuse to let myself go to the ATM to get any more. Don't use a credit card to charge any of my gambling. And usually for me, the hard limit on any given night is $100. I am not a big gambler. Despite having this channel and liking to play the games and get to know them, you know, I don't consider myself a major gambler at all. But I've seen how it impacts people. And it is my hope that everybody goes into a casino with eyes wide open, knowing what they're walking into, knowing what their limits are, and being able to leave at the end of the night having had fun, not having created more stress for yourself. I know sometimes when life is already stressful, especially financially stressful, going to a casino is like a moment of hope where you think, oh, I just need some good luck tonight and everything will be all better. And that is just not the case. Can't look at it that way. You gotta keep it in perspective. Just think of it as some entertainment. And definitely well thought out plan beforehand of how much is entertaining, how much is an amount that I can lose and not worry about it. Not have any consequences. I will not be putting off any commitments or bills that need to be paid. And certainly not going in any debt for gambling. All right, we're up to potential 32 free spins and an 8 times multiplier. We're down almost $2,000 from the starting point. We'll keep going up and down a little bit, which does help. Helps limit the damage. But still, I know if this was my real life money, I could not afford to be losing $2,000 right now. Or, you know, even if I could, quote unquote, afford to lose $2,000, there's probably hundreds of other things that would be better choices to spend $2,000 on. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. Ooh, $400 win there. That's nice. Getting some of these nice little wins that are just enough to keep the adrenaline pumping, keep the gambler being hopeful. If it was just devastating losses all the time, you know, people would be more willing to walk away. But when you keep getting that little taste of success, you keep thinking, oh, just a little more, just a little more. I honestly can't believe how long this is taking to finally pop. It's surprising me for sure. I would have thought by now that we would have gotten at least one of the colors to pop. They can all pop independently of one another. They can pop in combinations of 2 or even all 3 at once if it really wants to. The upside to the game being this stubborn is that these numbers have grown to quite large amounts. The downside, of course, is that maybe it's going to continue to be stubborn and we just might never even get these things to pop. Wow, the size of all of those jackpots. Every time I find myself thinking, this is going to be the one. For sure, this is going to be the one. Makes it so much harder to walk away when you feel like you've earned those numbers. You've, excuse me, you've built them up, you've created them. I'm over here choking on my own spit as I'm trying to talk to you. At this point in time, I'm going to be very surprised when this does finally pop. This is insanity. We're coming up on almost $3,000 spent. Not counting the winnings we've spun back. So far more than that in reality. Come on, all three at once. Let's go, let's go. You can do it. Nothing. Oh, up to 33 now. I wonder what the biggest numbers people have ever seen on these pots are. Got to be breaking some kind of record here. Oh, up to 9 times. Okay, all three. You can do it. Come on. But up to 34 now. And then the game's making us feel good again. It's making us feel a little secure with these small little wins. So it's paying us back. Even though we're still way down in money. Alright, we've officially gone down more than $3,000 chasing this bonus. This ever elusive mega feature, we hope. There's our chance. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Nope. Oh, here's a chance again. Come on, don't keep denying us. It's gotta be some kind of record for the longest length of time that somebody has gone without a bonus. For some reason, the Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler, just popped in my head. Know when to walk away, know when to run. That point was a long time ago with this particular game. Now, for the sake of science, for the sake of math, I'm keeping at it. At a certain point here, I might even fall asleep. It's taking so long. So we'll see if we can get there. Oh, up to 35 now. It's wild. Oh, here we go. Finally, it popped. All right, we've got a good combination. We're trying to collect these keys for all of these giant jackpots, and we've got 35 free spins to do it. My goodness. I don't know if we can win the bonus within the bonus, so I don't know if we can trigger that other one as we go. Don't think so. But I've got my eye on that major, that's for sure. Heck, why not the grand? I want to see lots of those keys. That's the stuff. There's a minor. We'll get the 280 and then it'll reset back to its original amount. It is possible to win the jackpots more than once per game. Oh, it's teasing that grand. Need 3 more of those. There's the major. You can see just how much that major was built up now that it's reset back to its original amount. And the mini. Alright, now time to win that maxi and the mega and the grand. Why not? Another mini. We are still a long way away from even breaking even. There's the minor again. What happened to our grand keys? Last spin, and oh, we didn't even get that maxi. Came close though. Well, that is a big, giant win, but just not enough to break us even. All told, after chasing that bonus, we are still down over $1,000 from what we initially started with. Just doing a couple more spins here to see if maybe it might want to give us a back-to-back bonus to get this red one. Not likely though. Do 2 more spins. There we go. What an experiment. We clearly lost. That was a fun bonus, but it did not pay off in the end. It just goes to show you that chasing bonuses, chasing jackpots does not pay off. I hope you had fun watching though and playing along with me. We'll see you in the next one.